Hey everybody, Shane here, daily-astrocat.com, and today is Thursday. It's the 19th of March, and I've returned from the new moon in Pisces as the White Wizard. Kind of, anyway. I was going to put on a shirt, and I went out and got water, and I didn't put the shirt on. I'm like, you know what, screw it. I'm just going to leave it like this. So here we are. Hey, the moon enters Aries today at 12:03 during the witching hour. Ooh, there you go. The moon engages Neptune, Saturn, and Jupiter in the dynamic and creative fire sign of Aries today. Now, you can feel a rush of new energy that's coming with the equinox and the Mercury direct tomorrow. You can sense this, right? It's in our bones. We just can feel it. We're ready. All right, the new year, the astrological new year. That's going to be something exciting. So, I even have a crystal ball over here, right? I was going to pull it over, but the darn thing is so heavy, but it's like, in Lord of the Rings, they're Palantirs, and they were corrupted by Sauron. So everybody had a Palantir, had their mind warped. And isn't it just funny that Peter Thiel's company is called Palantir? Okay, so anyway, that's not creepy at all. Okay, so now the moon is going to wipe the slate clean, provided you did the proper reset yesterday. All right, longtime listeners, you may have noticed that this Pisces moon and this whole Pisces season, as a matter of fact, was really missing a lot of the nostalgic focus that we normally ascribe to it. Why was that? Well, I think that it's just because we're in this moment right now. Look, it's been a long winter, and we had snowfalls that, here in the Northeast that were flashbacks to winters of my youth. Don't need to live in that. Didn't need to relive that stuff, right? That snow that we had a long time ago. I was small, so it looked like a lot of snow. Guess what? It was still a lot of snow this year. So now we're going to get to enter spring with a flourish. There's another reason why we haven't been on that path of the nostalgia, and that's because those two paths had merged, the 3D and the 5D, and nostalgia doesn't serve that very, very well. And instead, it's more of a journey inward rather than through our memories, but it's more towards our heart, more towards our spirit, and really that's what we've been going through, but now we're getting ready to separate that from that as well. Today's keyword is perspective, and the color is a red candle. Yesterday's dreamy Pisces new moon energy was made possible. This day is made possible by the letter W, as in work, and the number 9, as in the path of the old soul. There we go. There's some nostalgia for you. Today's episode is brought to you by the letter W and the number 9. There you are. So, I just need that harmonica going in the background, right? If you know what I'm talking about, drop it in the comments. Thank you. All right, so by honoring our homes, we open ourselves. Okay, so look, old souls, right? Measured steps were taken yesterday. I certainly did. There was a lot of them, too. To quell the doubts of Jupiter, by honoring our homes, we open ourselves up to the abundance of Jupiter in Cancer. We do. Now, there's a very 3D feel to this. But the planets in Aries are working on another track altogether, meaning Neptune, Venus at this point, Neptune, and Saturn. And pretty soon the Sun will be there too. So what is going on? Well, as Mercury stations direct, the two paths will begin to once again emerge. So our perspective is that as we get through this winter season, we're going to be able to branch out and do more. All right, so I like that. Now, as our creative and spiritual lives deserve so much more than the 3D world is willing to provide us with. Fact. Now, Saturn and Aries will give our actions some badly needed grounding and perspective. And this is why I think the focus is on the past. And oh my God, I just screwed that up. The focus is on the present and not the past. I'm not even going to edit that out because I don't feel like it. There you go. Take my screw-ups. That's fine. Should have made a silly face or something like that, so it could have been outtake. But, oh no. So, anyway, intuitively, I knew that I had to complete my home tasks before the new moon. I had to get it done today. I had to. It was like driven. That's some Aries energy, right? Just driven. I was like crazy to get it done, to make room for even greater progress in the coming days. Now, Mars in Pisces That's an interesting vibe, right? It's like an improvised piece of music, honestly. It's got the energy of a drop in, say, like EDM music, where that beat just drops. It's that pensive pause that lingers before the beat comes back in, as we build back up to whatever kind of craziness is going, and the final whatever it is, permutations of whatever that song is turning to morph into, whatever the climactic moments of that song. So anyway, now the moon in Aries is picking up what Mars is laying down. So is Neptune. So, we've got some communication going on here, right? This is what's making this path more obvious. This is what's going to separate this path. And this is how we're intuiting that this is coming up once Mercury is direct. So, Mercury is direct. It's going to be a chance for us to put a lot of things back together that may have felt like they've been going astray, get ourselves back on track with where it is we think we should be going. Some people have had it easy. Some people have not had it so easy. So one size does not fit all with astrology, but the vibe is that we can actually use this energy to put it together and just improve and do better. Now, we can sense where this flow has taken us, and we can anticipate where Neptune is, where it is going, right? So, we need to do that, and we can anticipate the resolution. It's almost like the EDM, right? We know the flow. We know where it's going to go, and we can anticipate it in our minds as we're listening to it. So, wouldn't it just be fun to apply this to both our 3D and 5D worlds? No, we shouldn't do that. Saturn will not want this to happen. It isn't a serious enough approach to bear fruit in the 3D world. It's got to be serious, right? However, now that the paths are separating, our perspective is to put our trust into Neptune, provided we don't get pulled off course. Because that's easy to do with Neptune. A little slippery slope to walk, right? Use the creativity. Lots of creativity there. Lots of creativity in Aries. And she's going to be there for 14 years, so get used to it, guys. This is where we're going to be innovating. This is where the next great thing is going to be coming from artistically. The moon in Aries ends the day sextile to Pluto. Now, why hasn't this stuff changed yet? Why? All this agents of change. Pluto, right? Not so fast. The moon may move fast, and she does. She goes through the entire zodiac in 28 days. But Pluto has the longest orbit of all the planets. You're going to take your time. Now, Pluto's perspective is that he has time on his side. So, besides, there's lots of dirty political tricks that are still being played. So, we have to address the imbalances, but that is still going to take time. All right, so another reason for a white shirt. In 1077, the Norman monk Gundulf, Gundulf, he's consecrated as the Bishop of Rochester and goes on to build Rochester Castle and the White Tower, which is the Tower of London. He's the engineer of William the Conqueror, and there's parts of that building that are still standing today. So that's Gundulf the Bishop, as opposed to Shane the White. Okay. And in 1953, our birth is Ricky Wilson. He's an American rock guitarist for the B-52s. Now, this article actually made me include him because it gave him credit for, it said, the B-52s, they're known for Rock Lobster and Love Shack. No, not Ricky. Ricky, unfortunately, died of HIV in 1985. Love Shack came out in 1989. So he's born in Athens, Georgia. Now, think about this, though. Ricky is central to some of the things like Rock Lobster, Dance This Mess Around, Planet Claire, and Strobe Light, some of the earlier hits from the B-52s. And that is all I have for you. Let's recap, shall we? Today's color is a red candle, and the key word is perspective, as we're gaining perspective on this upcoming year. This is going to be huge, right? Happening tomorrow. Yes, and that is all I have for you. Appreciate and love every single one of you. I love all the comments. I love everything. Just keep it coming. Keep it coming. Keep it sharing. Keep it flowing. Today's the 6th. Happy astrocatting.